What's the crack, YouTube? Irish Silverstack here, and welcome to Reeling in the Years with Irish Silverstack. 13 years I've been putting videos up on coin-related stuff and some other stuff as well. 3,460 subscribers, 238 videos. I'm pretty proud of that. That's a lot of videos. 772, just over 772,000 views, and I joined on the 7th of November 2011. Didn't think 13 years later I'd be doing videos, but there you go. And as you can see from the subscriber count, I'm certainly not doing it for the money, I'm doing it for the love. So let's go through some of the videos that kind of shaped the channel, or how it all started. Reeling in the Years with Irish Silverstack. Let's have a look. So this was the first video I ever put up. It was on the Silver Horse 2010, and the reason why I started the channel was simply to share Irish coins with people. There was nobody on YouTube that did, in the silver community or the coin community, that was from Ireland really, and so off I went and made my videos.
It's got a little fold at the front. This isn't 1 ounce, it's just under 1 ounce, but it's a really nice coin. That's the 15-year-old commemorative coin. And then in the back here, the heart.
So that was the first video. It's now on private because the production is terrible on it. But that's how you used to do it. You'd get your iPhone. That was an iPhone 5. Yeah, iPhone 5. And you would just press record, and the quality back then, that was pretty unreal. This is the first ever unboxing I did. The reason why I have this, nothing ready to show, but have a look here. Gold price is 1,278 per ounce. That was in euros. And then the silver price was 23.48. If you invested in gold and silver back then, you'd be doing really, really well today, especially in gold. Gold's nearly 3,000. This was a cool video. Have a look at this. This is from a guy I won a competition, Rocky 315W. He was really, back then, 12, 13 years ago, really involved in the silver community. He was a great guy. He was a really cool guy. He divided opinion, but I won this 2 ounce package, and this was really me starting to get involved in the community. There was a lot more sense of community back then.
I think at the end, or at the bottom of the video, so you can check out his channel. But anyway, listen, Rocky, thank you very much. Short and sweet. I love the piece, and thanks a million for putting on the competitions, and I really appreciate it, man. So he went out of his way to send it all the way here to Ireland, and that's, that means a lot. So thank you very much, Rocky, and I'm going to enjoy the comics. I'm going to enjoy the piece, and listen, have yourself a good weekend, and I hope everything's well. Take it easy, man. Thank you very much. Bye.
So we used to Skype an awful lot. At one point we were Skyping every week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. And then the pandemic came in and Skype went away, and kind of so did Rocky. I didn't talk to him then because we had no way of talking because Skype was gone. But like, there was a big community back there, and he was part and parcel of the whole thing. If you haven't checked him out, Rocky 315W, he's an excellent YouTuber. His stuff is still up there. Go and give him hit the subscribe button. He's a cool guy. Again, he's a little controversial, but he is a great friend of mine, and I hope he's doing well. I hope he's watching this. I hope he's enjoying it. And how's it going? I know he's, by the way, because a lot of people have asked, is he doing well? I know his friend, and I check in with him every now and then. I say, is he doing okay? He's like, yeah, the last time I checked, he was fine. So he seems to be doing fine. He's just not on YouTube. I would imagine he's locked out of his account. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. Anyway, when I was talking about the community, back then, you used to share an awful lot of your life. This is vlogs. I did a vlog. This is the first vlog I ever did, and this was just letting people in on what I was doing every day. This is St. Patrick's Day 2012. I was living out in the sticks.
Some of the people are getting up and getting ready to go to the parade. Turned out to be a nice day. It's probably going to rain any minute. What we're having is a party out here. Got a gazebo set up. And this is kind of the view.
So that's the type of stuff you used to do. I used to do a lot of videos on the places that I lived. This is one. I left that place out in the country, and this was a really cool time for me. This house that I lived in, it was just really, really cool. It was a bit of a party house, and I was very into the coin collecting stuff. I was living alone for the first time really ever, and just showing people, hey, I moved out of the house, and every time I moved out of a house, I basically showed people the vlog. I basically showed them where I live. And if the camera could zoom out for this, would be absolutely great. But this is the place that I lived in, and there was a few of them. There was this one as well, but I would let people straight in. This was another house. I moved an awful lot in those 13 years, but I really, showed people exactly what was going on. That was my bedroom, and yeah, you just let people in. People did that an awful lot more back then than they do now. This is cool. This is Christmas time.
Cheers, man. Thank you. Hey, man. Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that was cool. Get my Christmas dinner. And this was a great one. This was a St. Patrick's Day, years after the first one. And it was just a crazy, crazy day. A lot of drinking, a whole lot of sunshine, and just people acting crazy, jumping on boats in the town in Galway. And just a load of misfits. It's a really good vlog, and it's a great memory for me. But that's the idea of the vlogs. I put up the vlogs so that I could look back on them in a few years and go, oh yeah, I remember that. And it's I viewed the channel sometimes like a diary. Instead of writing stuff down, I would film, and so that's what why I did a lot of the vlogs. And I always loved looking at other people's vlogs. There were a lot more back then. A lot of people used to do them. This is a cool video.
So I know exactly what this is. This is something that's been on their site for a while now. This is the Guernsey 4 doubles for 2000 and it says 2012 on it. Is the Guernsey sign with.
So the reason why this one's important is because this is the first time somebody sent me a coin to feature on the channel. What had happened was I was doing a lot of videos on how to buy coins in Europe, because it's completely different to how you buy silver and gold in, say, Canada and America. And so that's really that was hugely important. So companies had seen the videos, and then this company, which was called the Guernsey Mint, then changed to Bullion Rock. They started sending me some coins. This coin is important because they only made a small run of it, and this is one of the prototypes. So that's when I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. Then this video here is where the production started changing.
What's the crack, YouTube? Irish Silver Stack here. Changing the productions of the videos now. Got some time in my hand in January, so I said I would kind of see how this goes. It's a bit more harder to upload and a bit more work, but guys, please leave your comment and let me know what you think of it on the front. And this year's a reverse for the kookaburra. It shows the two kookaburras on a branch with some foliage underneath. Just down at the bottom there, you have the year, which is 2013, the size of the coin, which is 1 ounce, and the 999 silver. That's showing the purity of the coin. And just on the top, on the ring there, you can see Australian kookaburra. They've really done a good job on the.
And so that's when I started adding background music. I think technology came along. Final Cut Pro finally had this thing where you could put background music, but then it dip down when you spoke. So it automatically did it, which is even better than what we. Well, it's not. You still have that today, but it's just it was a lot easier back then because the production didn't have to be so high. But then I started changing all the videos to that because prior to this, it was simply me holding a camera, no tripod, no backing music, and just talking. And that was just how the videos were done. And so everything changed after that one. And I got a lot of views on the kookaburra one. So I said, well, that's the way I'm going to do it from now on. Then this is where everything kind of changed. So this is the first video where I managed to get a sponsor. And I'll explain. I got a lot of flack for getting a video sponsor, but I'll explain all that now. But this is what happened.
With the amount of counterfeits on the market, you want to make sure that you buy from a reputable retailer, like today's sponsor. Irish Gold Bullion is a leading gold and silver bullion dealer, offering a wide range of gold and silver coins and bars on their website. Make sure you visit their sister company, Wickham Silver, offering VAT-free silver delivered to your door in discreet packaging. I'll leave a link in the description.
So how that came about was in this specific year, you could monetize your videos, and as long as you did about over 2,000 or 1,000 subscribers, you could monetize. And what happened was, I was at a friend's house, and I told him about, I'm collecting coins, and I do this channel, Irish Silver Stack, and he was like, oh, give me a look. So he whipped out his laptop and he searched for one of my videos and clicked on it. And then there was an advertisement on it because I'd monetized my videos, but the advertisement was from not a legitimate company, and it was a company that was very, very dodgy. They weren't right. They were kind of hoodwinking their audience to pretend that they were selling proper gold and silver when they actually weren't. And so I didn't like that at all, and I contacted YouTube. I said, I don't want these guys to advertise on my channel. They're dodgy. And they got back to me and they just said, well, you don't really get to decide. We'll look into the matter, but you don't get to decide. So then I approached companies, and how I did it was I said, listen, you're in Europe, I'm in Europe. Let's get more people to know about more legitimate companies rather than just companies that may just pay for advertising. I want to show people this is where you buy your silver as long as it's legit. So this was the first company. It was irishgoldbullion.ie and Wickham Silver. Because you could buy VAT-free. There was a loophole where you could buy VAT-free silver, so you just set up a separate company, and I wasn't sure about the ins and outs, but it was kind of what was going on at the time. And so they advertised, and how I said, they were like, well, how does it work? And I said, well, send me silver, and then every ounce that you send me, you get one video. And that's how I did it. And I got these guys on board. There was a few other ones that I got on board. There was not the big one, but yeah, Celtic Gold were really, really good to me. I met the CEO up in Dublin, had a chat with him. We went in actually to gold and silver vaults up there. It was really cool. But he said, I explained the situation. And this is a case of you just email the company. You can email out about 100 companies. Not that I did that many, but say 20. And you might get one reply back saying no. But eventually you might get somebody. It depends on a lot of things. But so when I was talking to Celtic Gold, I said, I explained everything, and he said, well, I'm going to send you 15 ounces. What will that get me? And I said, well, that'll get you 15 videos. And so he sent me 15 ounces, and rather being every video kind of like, you see this one here, the silver Chinese panda, or whatever, just a video on a specific bullion coin, I started doing it wasn't called this at the time, but it was before it actually happened. It was edutainment, which was education with entertainment. And that was the idea. I would do videos on the story of the Silver Britannia, and then in the middle of that, I would have an advertisement for Celtic Gold. An unboxing, that's pretty obvious. Don't make these mistakes buying silver. Those kind of topic videos, guide to buying silver bars. The story of the American Silver Eagle design. That's a really good video that didn't get a lot of views. So I got the European Mint involved, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool to get companies involved that actually believed in the channel, and they liked the stuff that I do. So that was really cool. It kind of spurred me on to do as many videos as I could. Again, I wasn't making a huge amount of money, but I love coins. I loved investing in silver, and I was making the videos anyway, so it didn't matter. Just put in an advertisement in the middle of it and at the beginning, but people didn't like it, I don't think. Here was a cool one. It was the Lighthouse company, Lighthouse that do coin protectors. I even approached them in the UK, and they sent it over. They were very, 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 very nice to me. But I don't think they liked the video because I smashed one of the coin protectors, and he didn't really. He sent me an email saying he didn't like that.
Let's do a drop test. Well, I think we all knew they were going to be absolutely banjacks, but what a smashing time.
If I didn't like a coin, I would say it. Here's a good example of that.
2018 didn't bode well for the silver Chinese panda. Look, the silver was good, the price was what you'd expect, but that design... I'm sorry, it was one of the ugliest looking things I've ever seen. Fast forward to 2019 and the silver's good, the price is what you'd expect, but the design is a lot.
So I would sink it if I had a chance. Anyway, and then along came this video. I was doing a lot of the micro photography, getting up close with the coins, and I was buying things for the camera and experimenting. And I thought, well, let's see what it's like on a wallet. And I just did this out of boredom one day. And the video came out really good. This was a wallet that I had for years. And I said, well, I just was in like this spirit of doing videos, and I started experimenting and having fun doing this kind of stuff, getting close up to small little things. And I released this video, and within like 2 weeks, it got like 32,000 views. And I was like, geez, that's, that was amazing. And then all of a sudden, a company started contacting me. And this was the first company that contacted me. They were called Pitaka. They were from, I think, from China. And they were releasing this new kind of wallet, and they asked me to do a review on it. And I was like, well, I said, sure, why not? So they sent me, there was no money. It was just like, here's the product. And I was like, listen, I'm not sending it back, but I'll do the review. And they said, okay, that's fine. They sent it to me. I did the review, and that was it. All of a sudden, a lot of people started requesting wallet reviews on emails. And I don't know whether I was into wallets or whatever, but they started getting really popular. So I was doing EDC videos, an awful lot of EDC videos. By the way, if you ever do, this was an Asian company, as I was saying, they're not this particular company, but Asian companies in general are extremely difficult to do work with. This was a cool one. This was the type of stuff I was doing, the Key Smart Pro, reviewing key holders. Stuff like that. And they were just the companies that were approaching me. EDC was very, very popular there for a time, and they were asking me to do these reviews. I don't think that the people on the channel liked it, that were subscribers. They wanted to see more coins, but this is the way it was. I wanted it to go at that time, and it was getting a lot of views, and that's why I was like, wow, look at all these views I'm getting. I put up a video on coins, and no one would watch it. And so I would just, get involved with EDC stuff, watches, wallets, key holders, bags, whatever companies were sending me. And I would go outside and I would experiment outside with close-up photography. This was cool. This was a company from Australia, Liquid Carry, who did wallets that your key was inside as well as your notes and your coins. They were really cool, and I went down to the beach, different locations, and so that's just the way the channel went. I mean, with that, it was like companies like Piteka, what were they called? Andar, Jamie Jacobs, loads of stuff for them. Tourist Camp, Topology. These companies that you probably haven't heard of, but they're really big in kind of wallets and EDC. And again, I wouldn't get any money for it. I basically would get the wallet, I would try it for a month, and then I'd do an honest review at the end of it. And then at the end of it, I would sell the wallet. And most of these wallets, some of them were like 150 quid. 150, 120, 90 euros for a wallet. And I would just sell it at half the price, and they would sell so quickly. So I'd get a little bit of money for that. I couldn't keep all the wallets. I mean, there was loads. I mean, there was loads of wallet reviews, loads of companies getting in contact. This is one of the reviews that I really, really like. I'm very proud about this review. This was my own watch.
It's very unassuming as it meets the lightweight 32-gram case. That case is 9mm thick, most of which is the domed plexiglass that hugs the 34mm diameter. Now, nowadays, that's known as a small size, but in terms of legibility, what's interesting about this watch is it doesn't read small. The dial takes full advantage of the real estate, given that there's literally no bezel. In pictures, the face of the watch looks white, but when you see it in person, you'll realize that it's more of a silver. Now, for me,
that's a really cool review I did on Younghan's Max Bill watch. It's just my own personal watch. I loved it, so I did a review on it, and I thought I think it should have got more views than it got. But it really cool. a very cool watch and a very cool review. I love this. This is so like after that, you know, the pandemic had kind of kicked in, and I didn't do much stuff during the pandemic. I kind of kept it. There was nothing really I could do, and I just did my usual kind of silver videos, but I didn't get into it that much. And then I just kind of came back to the channel and started doing the stuff that I like to do. This is the stuff I like to do, like more artsy, cinematic filming. A lot of you are going to think I'm absolutely nuts, but I just love that recording really high quality, and you know, being real, the camera being real smooth. So I started just delving into that stuff, and whenever I was on a little bit of a whenever I was on a little bit of a break or something, I would record. So that's yeah, so I just did that, and I started to just do what I like to do on the channel. A lot of what I like to do is what I'm doing now. If it's, you know, doing these kind of videos that are artsy and not everybody understands, I get it. It might be me with the boys heading off doing a hike, and again, like I said earlier, you know, I see this like a diary. People would write down stuff. I would film. You know, if a picture speaks 1,000 words, video, it speaks millions. And I've just always loved it. I love just filming and documenting things. And you know, now when the coin videos are coming out, it's the videos that I want to do. It's the videos that I'm interested in, numismatic coins, going back to why I first started coin collecting, the rare Irish coins, and letting people know about the rarities that are out there, and telling the stories of those coins. That's what it's all about for me now, and that's the reason why I do the videos. I go back to the videos that I love, and the things that I want to record. That's important to me, and this is a perfect example. This is the last video I did. This is what I want to do. You know, it's showing off coins, making pieces of art on long form videos for YouTube. It doesn't get a lot of views, doesn't get a huge amount of likes, but it's like what I want to do, and I don't really care about that anymore. Kind of chase that dragon, and it's not for me anymore. Anyway, that is the whole load of videos that I have for you. So if you're still watching, fair play to you. Thanks for reeling the years with Irish Silver Stack. I know that was a long video, but there's been quite a few things that I've done on the channel, and it's taken some twists and turns. But you know, I just love filming, and that's what I want to do. I just love telling stories on the videos, and I will always stay on YouTube, because even though you look at TikTok, you look at Instagram, getting a lot more views, a lot more likes, a lot more notoriety from those videos, from those social accounts. I've been interviewed on radio for pretty big newspapers over here in Ireland. They wouldn't have known the YouTube channel if it wasn't for the TikTok and the Instagram. But the thing is, it's like only on YouTube can you make these long, high production videos. So here's to 13 years. Here's to 13 more. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for checking out the video. Thank you for liking. Let's hope there's another load of videos to come. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the next video. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.